What's up, guys? My name is Brandon. You guys can call me Swifterrs, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video here on my channel today. I'm super excited to be talking to you guys about a brand new upcoming potential game mode coming to Fortnite Battle Royale. In today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at an upcoming gun game mode that may be introduced into the game very soon. Now, before we do get started with today's video, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below what game mode has been your favorite limited time game mode so far. Did you guys enjoy explosives only? Did you like snipers only? The blitz game mode? Let me know in the comment section below. Mine has got to have been blitz. That's been my favorite game mode. I think it's a super fun, high-paced mode, and that's the one that I've enjoyed the most, but I'm super curious to know which game mode you guys have liked the best. So as I said, we're going to be taking a closer look at a potential gun game mode that the developers may introduce in an upcoming update. Now basically, it's a pretty self-explanatory game mode, and this was first introduced by a Reddit user, and I'll go ahead and have a link to this Reddit post in the description below. But essentially, Epic Games should potentially implement a limited time game mode in which everyone is dropped into the map with a pistol, and every kill you get, your gun gets upgraded to something better. So you only start out with a pistol. Once you get a kill with a pistol, maybe you get a shotgun. Once you get a kill with the shotgun, maybe you get a burst. Once you get a kill with a burst, maybe you get an automatic rifle, and so forth and so on. I honestly think that this is a super interesting and awesome idea that would fit super well within Fortnite Battle Royale. Obviously, a gun game mode has been thought of, and it's been done in previous games like Call of Duty, and I personally really enjoyed playing that when it was in those games, and I really see it being a really cool fit within Fortnite as well. Now, aside from this just being a suggested limited time game mode coming to Fortnite Battle Royale by a fan of Fortnite who posted it on Reddit, a potential gun game mode may actually be coming to the game, given the fact that a developer of Fortnite actually responded to the Reddit post, and he said it's totally on the list to try a progressive weapon loadout, a limited time mode at some point, would probably bring it in the storm earlier to keep everyone together, flip on respawn so that game reliability ends when someone makes it through the weapon ladder. What do you guys think? A gold scar down to pistols, or weaker weapons up to stronger? I think an argument could be made for either way being interesting. Now, the way that the developer responded to this gun game post is actually very interesting, and there's a lot of points that he brought up. First off, this is definitely something that the developers have thought of, considering a progressive weapon loadout is something that's been on the developers list. And he also makes a really good point how maybe instead of starting out with the weakest guns, you could potentially start out with the best guns, and as you get more kills, your weapons get weaker and weaker. I think that that could be a really cool thing, because a lot of people may say that the weaker the weapon, the better of a player you need to be in order to actually kill players. The developer also brings up an interesting point, saying that maybe you wouldn't just die immediately after you get killed, and maybe you could potentially respawn and come back to the game. And that's a really interesting feature that I don't think a lot of people have discussed coming to Fortnite. Obviously, being a Battle Royale game mode, it makes sense that you only get one life, but it would be very interesting to see how having multiple lives and being able to respawn in the game could potentially play out within Fortnite. So just to sort of reiterate what I previously said and touch on a potential description of a limited time gun game mode if it ever were introduced into Fortnite Battle Royale, the idea of a gun game mode was already on the developers list for future content, and the developers seem keen on trying a limited time mode that has a progressive weapon loadout. The gun game mode could feature a smaller play area with the ability to respawn, something we haven't yet seen in any mode available in Battle Royale. It appears the developers are currently undecided on whether you would progress from a stronger weapon like a legendary scar down to weaker weapons such as a common pistol, or vice versa. Either way, we're extremely excited to see how this is implemented. If it ever makes an appearance, it'll be completely different from anything we've seen so far. So although it's not confirmed that we're going to be getting a limited time gun game mode in Fortnite Battle Royale, I think it's really cool to just think of a bunch of really awesome modes that we may potentially see implemented into Fortnite Battle Royale. On top of that, I find it so cool and so interesting how one of the Fortnite developers actually responded to this Reddit post and mentioned how this is actually something that the developers have talked about, and it's something that they're definitely willing to try out. Now, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below if you guys think a limited time gun game mode is a game mode that you guys would like to see coming to Fortnite Battle Royale. Personally, I think it's a super awesome game mode and I would love to see it come to Fortnite, and if I'm being quite honest, I'm really not a huge fan of all of the limited time game modes because whenever they're introduced into the game, I play maybe a game or two of whatever limited time game mode it is, and then I honestly just play the standard solo, squads, or duos mode. Aside from when Blitz was implemented into Fortnite, I think that game mode was so much fun, and I really think that it needs to come back. But regardless, I think having a gun game mode would be something I would personally love to see. Regardless, that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. With all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed.
I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time.